Hello everybody, it's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's tutorial will be on this really easy coaster. It's just a round circle crocheted and the craft stitch that I use for the edging. So I'll be using this sugar and cream. It's a 4 medium weight yarn. It's 100% cotton and it is made in Canada from 100% cotton from the US. I will also be using the H hook, a 5.0 millimeter H hook. You will also need a yarn needle and a pair of scissors to cut your yarn. So let's get started. Need to find that middle pull. That's my preferred way to do it, is to do the middle pull. So to start with a magic circle, however you do yours, this is the way I do my magic circle. And I'm going to chain 2, and that chain 2 does not count as a stitch. You want to put 12 double crochets into your magic circle, and do those 12 double crochets, and I'll meet you when I'm finished with my 12 double crochets. So I finished my 12 double crochets, and you want to take that tail, pull it tight, and close up that circle. Now we're going to do a slip stitch. Oh, I'm off camera. But you want to do a slip stitch into your first double crochet. Back on camera. And as I said, that chain 2 does not count, so you want to do it into the first double crochet. And then chain 2 again. And you want to put 2 double crochets into that first one, but I am pulling this out because I like to crochet over my tail. So that's what I'm doing now, just grabbing my tail, and now I'm grabbing my work yarn, and I'm going to crochet over that tail. So again, do a slip stitch into the top of the chain, into the top of your first double crochet, chain 2, and put 2 double crochets into that same space. And then you want to do 2 double crochets in each double crochet around. In each stitch, do 2 double crochets and crochet over your tail. If you're not comfortable crocheting over the tail, you can leave it out and just weave it in the end, but I like to cut down as much weaving as possible. So again, just do your 2 double crochets into each stitch around, and I'll meet you when you get to your last one. I am at my last stitch, so I'm going to do my 2 double crochets into that stitch, and again you want to slip stitch, and as you can see, I don't have my tail, it's been crocheted over. Now slip stitch into the top of your first double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 2 again, and do 2 double crochets into that same space, and then again 2 double crochets into each stitch around. So as I said, this is a really easy pattern for something practical that you can use, and you can make sets, mix and match colors, and it works up really, really fast. So just make sure you have some cotton yarn, because it's good for absorbing, the condensation off of your drinks. So just keep crocheting around until you get to the end, and I will meet you at the end of this round. I'm at my last stitch. I'm going to do my 2 double crochets into that last stitch. And again, you want to slip stitch to join in the top of the first double crochet. And again, chain 2. And now you want to do a double crochet into that same space and 1 double crochet into each stitch around. So no more increasing. This is the last round of double crochets. So just continue with double crochets in each stitch around, and I will meet you when you get around to your last stitch. I am at my last stitch. Do my double crochet, and now slip stitch to join in the first double crochet, and that is what your work should look like, just a round circle. Now what I like to do to finish this off, to give it a little oomph, is the crab stitch or the reversed single crochet stitch. Now you can do just a plain single crochet around if you like, if you're not comfortable with the crab stitch, but this is one of the things that I like in it. I think it adds a little more to this simple coaster. So I think I missed a loop there, so that's why I'm pulling it out. Now to do this crab stitch, you want to chain 1, and you're going backwards, so you're doing single crochets going backwards. So you go into your next stitch and just insert your hook, and it may be uncomfortable initially, but you'll get used to it if you keep practicing. And just do your single crochet, go into the next stitch, single crochet, and go backwards. All you're doing is going backwards instead of going forward. So you're going to your right instead of going to your left. And that is the crab stitch. And I think it makes a really nice edging. I usually try to finish my hats with this stitch, and so I thought I would add it to my coaster because it's basically a circular shape, and it looks really, really nice with this crab stitch. So just keep doing that crab stitch working backwards, and as I said, if you're not comfortable with that, then go ahead and just do single crochets around, and I will meet you at the end of this last round of crab stitch. You will see how it looks in the end. It's a very nice stitch to learn. Add a little bit more to your beanie hats or any fashionable hats. You can put it on the bottom of a skirt to make it a little bit different, or bottom of a dress, bottom of your top, wherever you feel it would be a great addition to your work. So now you can see somewhat of what it looks like. So continue around. So I'm at my last 2 stitches. Do my last 2 crab stitches, reverse double crochet. And then I'm going to go into that next stitch and then slip stitch it off. And cut my yarn, and then pull that tail to tighten it up some. And that's the back of it. You can see the crab stitch. And there's the front. And now I'm going to sew in my tail. And I started in the front, but I am going to catch my error. Realize I need to be weaving that tail into the back. So I'll just show you how I weave my tail. And I like the crochet yarn needle because it's got that fish tail, what is it, fish wire, anyway, that loop. So I usually just go into a stitch, then I go across the stitches there. I know some people go back and forth. I go up and down, back and forth, whatever way I feel that tail will be hidden really, really good. And hopefully it won't come out. And that is how I do my weaving. But everybody has their own way of doing their weaving. Then I pull the tail a little bit so that it'll go back in and it won't be poking out. Snip it. Make sure you don't snip your work. And that is the little coaster. Not a hard project to do, and it works up really quick. And as I said, you can make lots of them. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you will always be notified when I am on. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.